Hi and welcome to Lesson 3. The last lesson explored how students learn to learn. We looked at how students avoid learning by procrastination, and we got you listening and reading in order to learn. In this session, we will use writing in order to learn. That is, in order to learn how to write academically, which is what you need, as we look at some skills that will allow you to do this in your academic context. Writing academically takes a formal approach, and this means it has a style which is used in few other writing situations. Much of the academic writing we engage in our everyday life is informal, like social media, but most students will know that academic writing requires particularly good levels of grammar and punctuation use. So that's the topic of this lesson, the type of grammar and punctuation you will need when you write your academic essays at master's level. We'll be starting with the study skills list you were asked to write at the end of the last lesson. Okay, do you have your study skills list? So you will have prepared this for your first tutorial and included the attitudes and behaviours you have around and towards each skill. For this lesson, you will just need the study skills list, as you'll be using it to write a paragraph, although you may find you want to add to the list first. Using an example paragraph, we'll discuss various aspects of academic grammar that give your writing the style expected by your lecturers. We'll be considering your paragraph at sentence level, and we will look at the voice you use in your writing, which allows you to focus on what's important. For example, using the passive to emphasise an event or participant, which is the focus of your sentence, or to hide the identity of the subject, or even when the subject is actually irrelevant to the action. We'll also be looking back and then forward. When we write about looking back, we can use the past simple, of course, you know this. But do we always do this? In this lesson, we'll be using the past simple and the present perfect to express looking back using the passive voice. Okay, moving to looking forward. Some grammar books tell you there is no future tense in English. Technically that's true, but clearly there are times when we need to express ideas or concepts that are related to events which have not yet happened, so future events. Here we'll look at use of going to. Then we're going to compare it with the use of will. Of course, using the grammar of a language effectively does not guarantee your reader will be able to understand your text if it's poorly punctuated. We'll be covering some of the rules for using a capital letter, a full stop, a comma, an apostrophe, quotation marks, and both the colon and semicolon. And remember, this isn't as easy as it sounds. Finally, in our efforts to remain objective, as academic writers must do, and also to demonstrate the formality of academic writing, we use nominalisation as a grammatical tool. And this is a very useful technique when writing academic texts. Basically, nominalisation means creating a noun from a verb, or from any other part of speech, in fact. You'll see the effect this has on your writing when you're required to demonstrate your knowledge of the concepts and theories of your discipline, and to do so in an objective manner. As before, throughout this lesson, remember to make a note of all new vocabulary you encounter and the phrase you see it in so that you can learn it and use it. you should also practice pronouncing it. Ready to have a go? Okay, let's go.